Welcome back to another episode of Satisfactory, and in the previous episode we did create this massive monster of a machine. And we did have problems with our hub, but I did get that fixed with the tier 1 and tier 2 being able to be unlocked now. So we have base building, so it looks like a lookout tower with a bunch of simple foundation and everything. Logistics, which is conveyor splitters, conveyor mergers, conveyor lifts, and productivity display. I do want all of this. I want to combine things together. Now, I don't know what I need to combine together, though, at the moment. Like, what other items I would need. Because the only thing that it is reinforced iron, which creates screws and iron plates. So, looks like that would be the only thing. Now, for the field research, we got a map, a MAM, object scanner, personal storage box, which I assume you can just bring it anywhere you want, instead of just this one right here. Beacon, another hand slot, and it looks like more inventory slots, which is good. It's the only one that actually gives more inventory slots. Now, I do have a plan for this episode. I do want to complete all of tier 1 and maybe some of tier 2. It looks like there's a bunch of... I don't even know what this is. A rotor? Awesome sink. That's great. An awesome shop. Alright, so it looks like there's just a bunch of different things now. Okay, so this is just a faster conveyor belt, it looks like. And stackable conveyor belts. So I can just go... Okay. Alright, it's looking pretty cool. Now, I do want to make some sort of foundation and everything. So, let's get the materials for this, and I'll be right back. We got the materials for the base building now, so let's get this all in here. Alright, looks like a launch pod. Does it bring stuff to me?
Milestone reached. You have unlocked several structures aimed to provide the first needed to build basic factory infrastructure and improved overview. Building these will provide a grid for more advanced organizing and sectioning of your factory.
I am still really confused on what all of that was about. I don't even know what that... I mean, apparently it's a launch... It's a pod, so... Okay, so we got base building now. And for the next one, it's going to be logistics. I do have enough for this. We might be able to get all of this right now. So I'll come back with all the materials for that.
Milestone exchange concluded. Fix-it freighter re-entry complete.
I don't even know what that was about. Oh. It came back. Huh. Alright, so I have everything for the next upgrade of logistics. So let's put this all in here. Okay, apparently I'm going to launch the pod again. I think it's like coming to bring me the upgrades.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift.
I'm not going to think too hard about it though,
and
because
efficiency of your factory.
it's doing something and it's probably helping me.
We encourage you to consider more verticality when it comes to factory logistics to streamline short-range transportation. The productivity display will help you measure and improve the productivity of individual buildings to aid with optimization.
Okay, so the only thing I don't have automated is screws. Because, I mean, I could. I just don't want to use it all the time, you know, because I do need rods. So what I could do is go find another iron place and do that all. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a bunch of generators and connect it all up, because it's better to have like one area that has a bunch of generators and I can keep track of all of the stuff that I need, which would be good. So I'm going to make, so I got 2 generators, and each of these need generators, so that's at least 3 more. So let's go to our biomass burners. Then we're gonna build at least maybe 8 of these and see where it goes. Alright, now that I've built all of these, I do want this all to be connected to each and every single part of my base, which does include all the way at the copper place. So my thing is, I think I'm gonna combine this all into at least one pole. So I'll do one here, and then one here, which would combine all of this into one circuit. I'm probably going to get rid of these and then connect all of these together, because it's better to have one central place than any other. So let's get that done. Alright, so I completed the entire supply chain of power going to the coppers. This side should be going just to the coppers, and this side should be going to the limestone. There will be other whatchamacallit. There'll be other places I'll have to supply with power, so this is just gonna be it for now. So yeah, I do want to get rid of this eyesore though. This has been kind of bugging me a little bit, and I do want to mess with the foundation I just recently got. So this does not need to be here, and I did get like some lifts and everything, so I do want to see how I can mess with this foundations. Let's see how big these are. Alright, so it looks like that would be the 1 meter, the 2 meter, and then the 4 meters, this one. Now that I cleared all of this out, besides the storages, because I don't really have space for them. As you can see, I could barely carry this. I do want to mess with some of the new stuff I got, which is the conveyor belts and then the foundations. So if we can see, we get ramps and more foundation. So the miners are going to stay where they are because they can't move from their spot, but everything else could move. Now I don't just want everything to be right here, because I want this to be our kind of main like base-ish area. So we could technically just build as long as the conveyor belt as we need to a different spot. Now that's going to be a bit hard since I've covered most of the space that I have. So let's see behind our base actually. This might be a good spot for like everything, because we're gonna be still gonna be making rods and plates. It's just gonna be a little bit different. Now what's not gonna be different is the smelting, I believe. Well, actually we can mess with it a little bit. Here, it goes into 3 different directions. Actually, I'm gonna put some more power to over here, since there's just gonna be just a A lot more going on. Now I do want 3 smelters. Which this would be a great time for the foundations to come in. To make everything look nice. No! Okay, after I'm done setting out this floor, I'll be right back. Hold on now. So in the middle of this segment, my power did go out, leading for me to do my recording the next day. And during the recording session, I didn't talk for like 45 minutes, causing me to leave you out of my thought process between my foundation placement and me struggling with splitters and mergers. I appreciate you guys sticking around. Let's get back to the video. Alright guys, so I'm going to give you a little update on what's going on here. I did build this. I decided to put it all into one track because it's not... I was going to make a separate thing over here, but it wasn't as efficient, so I had to destroy it all. So this is what's going to go. I'm going to smelt this, put them in the smelters, then the constructors, and I might split this for the rods into a screw factory and then into a storage because we need screws. So I might put it right here and then see where that goes. But I am working on it. The generators I did destroy because I did want to make another platform out here just for them. I do plan on making a bunch of I plan on making a big one. I don't know if there is any more efficient generators later on, but for now, this is what I'm running with. We still need to get this, which if I get the screws right now, that'll be building up in the meanwhile. But the MAM, the objective scanner, is on our list to do. To-do list. And I will come back with another update. Alright guys, so now that I got the generator spot open, these generators will be, as I can show you, the generators will be connected to these poles. And these poles are going to be connected to the ones on the end. So then we can take these poles and distribute them all over here. I do plan on moving this into like a limestone factory. Something like I got over here, just limestone. And I do plan on getting this all mainstream together. Now, I know I kind of left you out of the loop for most of this, but from now on I'm going to try to involve you guys. So now that everything has been connected, these will be connecting out here into a pole. And the reason why it took me so long is, of course there was a bunch of off-camera work I had to do, but I was struggling with this. I learned how to use the poles so I can just stick them here and sway the conveyor belt to the way I want it. So that's why I had this. Originally, I had a merger and a splitter over here, but it just looked clunky, and I think this way it all can just go straight to it. Now, I do plan on going to explore. I hear around the internet that there's coal, and if we can all automate this together, that would be amazing. Because this biomass is really tough. Like, each of these take 200, and I would at least have to run 200 of these each. And there's what, 6 on each row? That's 12. That's 1200 I need to just run for a while. Now, of course, each of these take at least like 4. So I would only need at least 3 to run this. 1 to run this, 1 to run that, and 1 to run that. But for now, this is how it's looking. Now, I am actually going to make a constructor first for the screws, because I need the screws, and then I'll make some storage spots, so I'll be back when that's done. Okay, now that we got this done, I have this specific one going into here, which would be making screws, and these screws are going to be exported out to into that container. These are the rods going into that container, and that's the plates going into that container. Now, I did think about automating the advanced the advanced plates for the constructors, but I don't really need that right now. So we're on track to go explore for a second. We can get all this stuff running. All we have to do is grab this biomass and go put it into the generators real quick. Alright. Hold on. Okay, so I actually need to connect all this together, which is just this, it should be. And it'll just have everything running like that. Okay. Now, in the meantime, while I explore, I do want to go find another iron depot so I can have this other factory line running, because I do need plates. Well, I don't need them right now because I have a lot. Okay, so let's go explore. See what the world has for us. We're going to collect some biomass on the way because we need it. Now this, oh, we got some sulfur right here. Who are you? I don't think I've seen you before. It's hostile. It's shooting something at me. Hey, whatever we find, we gotta kill. Dodge, weave, strafe. Ow. What is this?
Breaking news from Earth. Widespread chaos and mayhem. World President urges all citizens to do their part and harvest the
Plasma spitter remains. What? Okay. So I do want to go out here. Now, last time we did get thrown around like it was nothing, so we're going to be a little careful. Okay, so there's some more iron right here, and there's 2 spots of it next to it. But there was a 3 vein over here. All 3 of these, they looked a little clumped. Oh, this would be nice. Because there's limestone right here. Gosh, after creating my base, I feel like it should be over here. Oh, there's a guy. Yeah, there's 3 iron. I wonder if we do need to make another copper one, so get over here. I've killed you before. You don't scare me. Alright, so this is a place to keep note if I wanted to create more of a iron production area. Looks like there's more limestone over here too. see if there's any copper. Jeez. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna go over here. Looks like there's a lot of copper. What is this? Oh, it looks like it's down there. Blue power slug.
This semi-slug seems to emit unfamiliar energy readings which could potentially be retrofitted into Fixit technology. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
Okay, so the MAM is kind of a where you upgrade. Oh crap. Interesting. Like, that was definitely way too little hits for him to actually die. But yeah, it looks like there's copper down here. We might be able to just put miners here and just go all the way up there. That would be cool. So yeah, it's another place to keep mine from over here. Alright, so we found all this iron right here. I think this might be my new iron production spot. It doesn't have to be my base, but it's definitely going to be my iron production. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that 6? There's 6 here. I might have to do this. Now, we do get a map in our next upgrade. So maybe I can mark a spot here. But I'll keep in mind that this is over here. There's another slug over there though. Let's go grab it. I do have a bunch of inventory slots that are full, so I'm gonna have to go back, and in the process we might, hold on, I have to get up here. In the process we gotta upgrade, and we can use the screws. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. So now we got another slug. It says it gives us weak power, or it has weak power. Either way, this could be our like main base, or what we really could do is just make a big storage near our base, and all these iron productions and everything, we can just bring them all over here. Now that would mean it would be a lot of taking care of, but if we can automate with the coal, I wouldn't have to worry about the thing staying up so much. So maybe we'll expand like that once we find it, but right now we do not know where it is. We do know where some ruby and some sulfur is though. I believe it was ruby. It was like some crystal like amethyst, so we know where that is. Oh, those, I don't like those guys. I can't remember. I can't tell if they're the big ones or not, so I'm just gonna pass them anyways, if I can. All right, so all this is running. This will be making screws. All right, it's working. Now I'll be making screws in the process too, so once I got the screws, I'll come back with you with an upgrade. Alright. Now that we got the screws, we should be able to make this next milestone. So let's put this in here. The screws in here, and the plates in here. Now we'll launch our pod. Now we got all these new things.
Milestone reached. The molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, will allow R&D to provide new technologies, items, and buildings based on samples collected in the field. To ensure a greater chance of success during exploration, an upgraded tool belt has been provided, as well as an object scanner and beacons. Note: the object scanner requires calibration via the MAM to enable detection of specific objects.
Okay, so we got that done. So now we're on tier 2, which I will not touch this episode. But yeah, so we got the base building, the logistics, and then the field research. So this MAM sounds like a really important base that I need to make. So I will be making that in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know it was a bunch of grinding for this and upgrading the generators, but we will eventually touch with this, except we need to get the tiers first. Now, I do plan on, for next episode, going over to that iron production spot and probably moving all of this, what I did this episode, which either that or I will be making an entire new entity over there. But for now, I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you for watching. Bye.